So I'm not sure if this is going to work, but right now my idea is, again, I'll cut this to fit, but my idea is to go around the window, around this bottom part here, up the side, around the window again. And of course this is the side that would stay, and then the other side can go on and off. And so we'll see if that works. I don't know if the screen will be sturdy enough because the screen's going to have to be that big. The other thing that I might do is permanently put this screen up here because the passenger doesn't need to stick their hand in and out like I would on the driver's side as in drive-thrus or at the bank or something. So anyway, I'm going to start with putting this on the door, and we'll see where I go from there. So I'm going to start by cutting this strip in half to make it fit, and then I will have to mold it with scissors once I get it up to the door. So I'm doing all of that before I do any kind of spray adhesive or anything. Right now we're just trimming to size, so to speak. So as you can see, this is sticking out, and it really can't do that. So I failed cut and paste in elementary school, so I'm not sure how this is going to go, but off camera I'm going to consult with Robert and see what the best way is going to be to get this more accurate. So that's where we're at now. Accuracy with a girl that failed cut and paste in elementary school. So what we decided to do, and thank you Robert, is to cut the lengths to fit and then trim them to size from there. So we're going to start with this side, and sorry about the pounding, it's a 4th of July weekend and everybody's working on projects. And then I'm going to cut it to fit on here, and I can go, that's really good for me because I can go along the V's. See that? So that's what I'm doing. I am going by things that I have seen other people do, and I don't know how this is going to work, but basically we've trimmed it. Now I'm pulling off the back piece, and I am going to spray it, even though it's ready to stick like that. I'm going to spray it with this auto trim adhesive, and the reason I'm using that is because that holds up reportedly in all weather, whereas this will get gummy and come loose or even kind of get oozy. So we'll see how this goes. Hang on, sweetheart, I need you to move away because I'm going to be spraying some glue stuff that has a really strong odor. You can stay right there and watch me, okay? All right. So if that's not right, you guys can write in and tell me, but it'll be too late because it'll already be on my door. So I'm going to assume it's like when I did my insulation, and I just wait until that gets tacky, which it's not right now, it's wet. So as soon as this gets tacky to the touch, I'll go hang it on the door. Okay, the moment of truth. It's not really sticking. We tried and tried and tried. This is not sticking, even with scarring the whatever that is. It's not sticking. So we're going to have to cut that original strip. This was half. Now I'm going to have to cut this in half. So we're starting with 1/4 of the size of that original strip. And it's going to have to go, instead of this way, it's going to have to go around this way on the metal. And we were trying to do it on here so that I had a wider space and a flat surface to stick the screen to, but that didn't work. So we're going to put it on the metal so it will stick and just have a smaller space and hope that the screen stays up. Like I said, I'm kind of making this up as I go along, even though I've watched probably 3 hours of instructions. Every vehicle is different. So I don't know what take we're on, 5009. Okay, so here is the screening, and I have actually everything around the interior now. Used 1 inch down here, 1/2 inch on the sides, but here where it gets really tiny, that is just 1/4 inch wide. So all of that is up. Now I have this screen, and I have no idea, since the window is so irregular, I think what I'm going to do is get somebody, I wonder who that will be, to hold this up for me while I cut across the bottom and trim it. And then next I'm going to put black Gorilla Tape or duct tape around the edges. So that's next, cutting the screen and then taping the edges so it doesn't unravel and it sticks to the Velcro better. Okay, so I asked my Mensa friend to hold the screen for me, and he says, well, I think it might work well if you use your Reflectix as a template and just cut bigger. Yeah, that's why he makes the big bucks. Remember how I said I failed at cut and paste in elementary? Well, I was able to nicely, neatly fold this over and half and half on the top part of the screen that's going to go on the door. But then somehow I mismeasured, and so now on this side I have to use the whole width of this Gorilla Tape because I cut the screen too short. But this will work. I'm counting on this working. Y'all keep your fingers crossed for me. And I'm just going to lay it on the table. Did I mention I failed cut and paste? Alright, so I'm going to lay it on the screen, on the table. Mash it on the screen. Lift the screen and tape up. Turn it over so that I can do the same thing with another piece, and that'll be going down the side of the door. And then I'm going to do that on all 4 sides and then put the Velcro on, and then it should just fit up there. So we'll see. I'm going to finish the tape for right now. Okay, so here is the finished screen, sort of. It's not really finished. It fits, but by the time we get the Velcro on and everything, I don't know how to make these corners into square corners, and I'm going to have to do more research. So for tonight, I'm going to put the Velcro on at least around the top and the sides and hang the screen with the bottom not secured. And I'll show you that next, but that's going to be a stepgap until I figure out how to finish it. So I'll show you what that looks like in just a moment. I consider this another epic fail. There is no way this is staying up in my van. It's awful. But it's the end of the day. It has taken several hours to get this far. This side, it won't stay on the plastic. It just pulls off. So that's not going to work. No sense having a screen when bugs can just come through. And then this is too big, so I'll have to trim that. And I don't know how to get these corners squared. It just looks awful. And it is not worthy of fancy free. After all, everybody's done for me. But it'll stay up for now, and then one day it's coming off and I'll try again. But for today, sayonara everybody. We're gonna go get something to eat. See you down the road. Oh, yuck, I just put that in my van. Hold on.